Right. Welcome back to Urban Access Entertainment right here on UBC TV. This is Tym Moss, and we are at West Bank Cafe today, and I am here with the fabulous and wonderful Jennifer Pace. How are you?
I'm great, feeling great.
I know, isn't it wonderful?
Yes, it's a beautiful day.
Yes, I just had brunch here with Sumatsuki and a brunch bunch, I guess is what it's called, for the cabaret community. It was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And you are no stranger to the cabaret community.
It's true. I've been doing it for many years now, yes. More than I'd like to admit, but yeah.
Well, actually, Sue even mentioned that the two of you met at Village Gate.
Yes.
When you had both auditioned at the same time.
Yeah, the Village Gate was a great jazz club down in the village, and my father used to work there, and we did an open mic night, and that's where we met.
Oh, that's so cool. So you go way back.
Yeah, a couple years there.
A minute or two.
Yes, exactly, a minute or two.
Well, now you have your show coming up downstairs here at the upstairs is West Bank Cafe, which is a restaurant, and downstairs is the Laurie Beechman Theater. And it's on 42nd Street, just off of 9th Avenue. So you're going to be at the Laurie Beechman Theater downstairs coming up.
Yes, February, March, April, and May, the second Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. Come see me.
That's so cool. So you're in residence here.
Yeah, I have a residence here. That's what it is. And I'm excited because I'm playing with my father, who's a great jazz piano player. And I've got a four-piece band, a quartet, and Gil Chimes and Tom Kirshmer and the wonderful Warren Vacher, who's a trumpet player who worked with Rosemary Clooney and a lot of great... Yeah, so he's the real deal. So I'm really excited about it.
Oh, my God. That sounds wonderful. That sounds exciting. Well, we're going to get into the Jennifer Pace Quartet and the show here at Laurie Beechman soon. But first, let's get to know Jennifer Pace a little bit.
All right. Well, I'm a native New Yorker.
Oh, you are? You're from New York originally? From Manhattan or where?
Queens. I'm a girl from Queens.
What part of Queens?
Flushing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like
at the end of this. Yes, right.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the 7 line.
At the very end, Main Street. That was my stop. Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Indiana.
Oh, okay.
But I've been out here for 38 years, I think. And
so you're a New Yorker now.
Yeah, I've been everywhere in every stop, on every train, and every borough. So.
Yeah.
So what was that like growing up in New York? I mean, I'm sure you don't have anything to really compare it to, but your family was in music, were they not?
Yeah, that's true. My grandfather, Sal Pace, was a saxophone and clarinet player.
Okay.
And he worked with a lot of the big bands back in the day.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he was great. Phil Napoleon, Charlie Spivak, Billy Maxted. And in my show, we're doing a little tribute to him. And
nice.
So, yeah, it's nice. Keeping it in the family, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but your father, he was a professional musician?
He is, and he's still playing around, and he's
so cool.
So I'm lucky because, to have musicians in the family is a boon.
So you kind of grew up around music, and because see, I grew up in Indiana in the Midwest, and there were no professional musicians around me.
Where in Indiana?
I grew up at the corner of a cornfield and a bean field. Seriously, in North Central. It was out in the countryside. But so that would have been such a cool upbringing to have that art exposed to you daily.
I feel really blessed, and I don't know what it's like to come to New York and try to make it. I mean, hats off, man, because really, I always wanted to live in the city, but now I'm glad I grew up in Queens. Mm-hmm. Perspective is good.
Yeah.
You know?
So growing up, so you went to school there. Now, when did you first learn you enjoyed singing?
I think junior high school, singing at the ballet at some talent show, and people were like, "Wow, you can sing!" And I think since then I've been just singing and singing and singing.
And of course, your family supported that.
Really? Well, they have to. They're musicians too, so yeah. But I'm also lucky because I work in piano bar. And I work at Marie's Crisis, and I work at Brandy's Piano Bar.
Yes.
And that's my day job at night.
Oh my God, I love that. Cabaret clubs are your day job.
That's right. So, but piano bar is great. It's really fun. I mean, I used to work at Don't Tell Mama, and I used to work at the Duplex. I've worked them all. Them all, which is a good thing, you know.
I love that. And so tell me, Did you study music?
I went to NYU for theater, so I have a degree in theater, so I'm an actor too.
Okay.
But yeah, I just love singing. And I'm actually working on a recording project right now that I'm really excited about too. So to me, the music is, it's just the key,
Yeah.
Where would we be without it?
Absolutely. That's kind of the centerpiece in mind life too.
Especially nowadays with everything going on in the world. It's a tonic.
Yeah. I want to move you over just a hair, just so I can. There we go. Now you're a little more centered. We want you the center spotlight. So, tell me some of the clubs, because New York City has really changed so much.
Well, I'm glad to be working downstairs here at the Beechman, the Laurie Beechman, and I've done shows at 88's.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yes. And also at Don't Tell Mama, and I performed at Windows on the World.
Wow.
Yeah, many moons ago.
And that was in the World Trade Center.
Yeah, that was top of the World Trade Center, yeah. And I do a lot of club dates with my dad through the years, golf clubs and, weddings and all. Wherever they hire me, I'll sing, So.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you were studying, it was an experimental theater?
It was. How did you know?
I did my research.
Oh, yes. I was a graduate. You're so smart. You're psychic. I studied at NYU, and I learned a lot. Experimental theater wing, yeah. We did a lot of like Grotowski work and stuff that I don't think I would have gotten elsewhere.
Right.
So it was really a good experience.
But don't you find that like theater or knowledge of theater helps in presenting a song?
Totally. To me, it's like acting with music.
Right.
If you don't mean what you're singing or saying, what's the point? Just don't sing.
Absolutely.
I mean, you have to sing the melody and be in tune, but you gotta mean it.
I agree. I agree.
Acting is key.
But it's yeah, because that's the way I approach like a song. Is I have to feel it. I have to mean it. It has to move me.
Yeah. Otherwise, what's the point?
Absolutely. Because that's the only way you're going to move an audience.
Absolutely. And my show that I'm doing here, my director Jimmy Lazar. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He also owns Brandy's. Shout out to Brandy's. And I'm there Mondays and Wednesdays. He's directing me, and he's all about that too. It's like the imagery, everything you utter, you mean.
Yeah. Absolutely, and that's good direction. That really is. So I'm interested in your history, and because the New York cabaret scene and the club scene. So you were kind of one of the pioneers in the cabaret scene here, and that firstly I want to say thank you for that.
Thanks.
Because it wasn't easy, but it would have been so much fun. Like in comparison today, now so much of it is just all about money, and it just seems like when it first started, it was all about the passion and the love.
Yeah, absolutely. I did do a lot of cabaret shows. I'm just thinking about it. I did a bunch of shows, and I did them because I wanted to. And also, I'm lucky because my father played for me in a lot of them.
Wow.
So it saves on money. But yeah, I think you have to be artistic about it and do it because you love it. But it's producing yourself can be costly, and I mean, I wish the clubs like back in the the 40s and the 50s and the 60s had an audience built in. Nowadays, you have to really bring people.
Yeah.
Which is why we self-promote.
Yes.
That's why we self-promote.
And that can be so exhausting.
Yeah. But just keep moving forward, upward, onward, and upward.
Absolutely. That's the attitude. That is the attitude.
New decade.
Yes, absolutely. So you had mentioned like 88s and what are some of the other, and Village Gate, and those were classic rooms.
The Village Gate was great, and so was 88's. The room upstairs at 88's was awesome. I'm trying to think what other clubs. It's been a while. I've never performed at the West Bank. You said you have, though, and it's really a nice space.
Oh, yeah, the Laurie Beechman?
Yeah.
Laurie Beechman here?
Yeah.
I've done a few shows there. Yeah, it's nice. Nice size stage.
I hope they open more clubs for more shows.
Right?
I
hope so, too. I really do.
Pangea. I haven't performed there. I've seen some shows there. Have you ever performed there?
Yeah, I've sang a song or two there. Yeah.
It's a nice space, too.
Yeah, it is. Very intimate. But that's kind of the whole point of cabaret is intimacy. You want to be kind of close to your audience, and that is the whole point of cabaret, I think.
Absolutely, the intimacy, Yeah, Birdland, that's another great space.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Susie Mosier does a thing called The Lineup on Tuesday nights, and I've appeared in that a few times. That's a great room. Yeah, I'm more into like jazz clubs now. I'm trying to sort of go in that direction. The show that I'm doing here, all the material is like 30s and 40s.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Well, that's just what I was about to ask you. Like when you're preparing to put a show on or put a show together, what is your approach or what do you do?
I just try to find songs that I love and that speak to me. And for this show, I just felt really happy and like, confident lately. So I'm picking a lot of things that are, not like about heartbreak, but about, good stuff and falling in love and being in love and all that good stuff.
And empowerment.
Yeah, empowerment and just looking to the future with hope. Good. And you mentioned that a lot of the songs are from the 30s and 40s, which were tumultuous times, but during tumultuous times, there's always songs of hope that do come through. Yeah, and the music of Gershwin, Porter, Arlen, Ellington. I love Ellington. All those songs are so well written. Both lyric and music. So much you can get out of them with the arrangements and like I'm working on a recording project and I'm doing some songs differently there than I'm doing in my cabaret show, and it's really interesting because I feel like I'm really learning the songs even more with different arrangements, different keys. So the songs are just classic.
And especially a song that has endured through time, and you can do a new arrangement, but it still has a deep meaning.
Yeah, if you mean it and it's fresh and the band is good, and like I'm singing Stardust, which is just a classic tune, and a lot of really good For All We Know. I'm Afraid the Masquerade Is Over. All these really like great songs, just like you could squeeze out how good they are. So I'm excited about singing them,
Now, this the name of the show is Jennifer Pace Quartet. And so you're going to be in residence the second Tuesday of February, March, April, May.
Right. It's, I think, the 11th, the 10th, the 12th, and the 14th. I think that's what it is.
Okay. Oh, we have the cards here.
Yeah. Here's my card. Yes. The 11th, the 10th, the 14th, and the 12th, Tuesdays in February.
Oh, okay.
It's me with my father and a swinging band.
Yeah, so a quartet obviously is 4.
Right.
So are you one of the 4, or is it a 4-piece and you sing?
I'm the 5th. I'm the girl singer. I'm the singer with the band.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I used to sing with a big band in Long Island.
Oh, my God.
Right after college. That was great. It was a 16-piece band, and it was fun to sing those arrangements. Nothing like, when you hear the horns come out.
Right.
Yeah, that was fun, too.
And having the dress
that.
and the
I
whole
got to get dressed up. It was,
Yes.
It was fun.
Oh, my God, what a wonderful experience.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky when I think about it. I'm pretty lucky. Because having, grandparents and parents in the business kind of... And my grandparents on my mother's side owned a hotel up in the Catskills back in the... I guess the 50s, I guess it was.
Oh, wow.
So I heard a lot of stories about the old days back in the comedians and the bands and the singers, you know. So I'm steeped in it.
Yeah,
it's in my history.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you just kind of grew up in the middle of all of that.
Yeah, I was always hearing stuff, and my grandfather worked with a lot of great Dixieland bands. So I'm doing a few Dixieland tunes in my show. So having a trumpet is great because he can, and actually Warren Vacher used to work with my grandfather Sal Pace back in, I think he was young and my grandfather's older, but, and my grandfather's passed, about 20 years ago now. But yeah, so it's good to have people that know you and knew your family. I think it'll come out in the music,
Yeah. Just that, because there's a connectedness or
And I don't know if you've ever performed with a relative or a sibling or anything. There's like my sister and I will sing together. It's like Ann Hampton Calloway, and I mean, not that we're like them, but there's something with the voices. There's a connection. That's same thing with father-daughter. There's a real, you can't buy that.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my God! And I could just only imagine how proud your father is, like Daddy's girl, little girl singing.
Little bit, yeah. But he's also like my best friend. So.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm lucky. Love you, Dad. Love you too, Mom.
So now. Again, the name of the show is Jen Pace Quartet, or Jennifer Pace Quartet. with Gary Pace, John Simon, Tom Kirchmer, and Gil Chimes. And here's the card. And it is Tuesday, February 11th, March 10, April 14, and May 12th, which is the day after my birthday, mind you.
7 p.m. Oh, yes. Well, happy birthday in advance.
Thank you. Yes, at 7 o'clock. And now, how can people find out more about it? They go to westbank.com?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Or you can go to my website, jenniferpace.com. Or you can add me on Facebook, Jennifer Pace.
Okay. And just go to any of those sites and go get your tickets. Go get your tickets to Jennifer Pace Quartet. Now, you've also had theatrical, some wonderful theatrical experiences like Smokey Joe's and.
Yeah. I did Smokey Joe's in Westchester.
Oh my God!
And I also did the Full Monty, which I loved. Have you ever seen that show?
No, I've never seen the stage show.
Great. Yeah, I've never seen the movie, but I've only been in the stage show. Yeah, Westchester has some nice theater going on too. And also, I'm singing in Nyack next Sunday. Speaking of Westchester, that's Westchester-ish.
Yeah.
At Maureen's Jazz Cellar next Sunday.
And what are you going to be doing there?
An hour and a half of some of the same material I'm doing here at the West Bank with some more tunes, and the band's going to play some instrumentals, and it's a really nice jazz club up in Nyack, Maureen's Jazz Cellar.
Nice. And now I think you're going to probably have a special guest up there, I imagine, or I mean in the audience anyway, which is Richard Skipper.
Yes, Richard Skipper's going to be there in the audience, and maybe Sue Metsuki will show up too, because she lives up there too. So yeah, that'll be nice.
Oh, that's wonderful. So I know they're going to have a wonderful time in Nyack next weekend. That's for sure. Now, give us the.
Hopefully, they will.
Yes,
if you have a good time on stage, it translates.
Absolutely. So, can you just run that down again? That's the date and.
It's next Sunday, the 26th, at 6 p.m., 6 to 7:30, at Maureen's Jazz Cellar in Nyack. I think it's 2 North Broadway. I think that's the address. Let me see. I don't have my glasses on, so you have to read that.
Oh, there we go. Yes, 2 North Broadway. Very good.
Still have a brain.
Just one other thing. Now, you portrayed Bette Midler.
I did.
I'm telling you, I did my research.
Wow, I'm so impressed. Yeah, I was. I did this festival called the Midtown International Theater Festival, which no longer exists after a couple years ago. And I portrayed Bette Midler in a parody show, and I won Best Actress for it, which was really exciting.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's fun to win an award, I have to say.
Yeah.
I won a Mac Award once too, which was nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So for piano bar entertainer. But you don't think you're gonna, you hear your name and you're like, it's exciting. It feels good.
Absolutely.
It does. It's nice to win. Let's face it.
But I mean, I'm a huge Bette Midler fan. I always
too.
have been. She's talk about an original performer. She's really incredible, and that would be so much fun to portray her.
Well, it's funny. I work at Marie's Crisis on Fridays and Saturdays, and I sing The Rose like I just did last night. And about a month or two ago, her assistant came in and recorded me, and then he said he showed it to her, and she loved it. And I'm like, oh, well, can I get in touch with her? And can I, But anyway, it was very exciting for me.
That's so cool.
She's great. I love her.
Absolutely. And that's the cool thing about New York, too, is you never know who's in that audience.
Totally. Especially working in piano bar, I've met a lot of really great people. Katie Couric came in to Brandy's a little while ago, and Stephanie Rule was just in there the other night. She's really lovely. So yeah, everybody loves music.
Yeah, absolutely. And cabaret, that's the thing, is cabaret is just such a cool medium. It's such a cool form of entertainment that so many people don't know about.
But it's true what you just said about it's been coming up through the years now, and it's really got its own thing now. It's really its own platform without it being, something else. It's its own thing.
Yes, but also all the people out there that are coming to New York as a tourist, so many of them think that the only form of entertainment is Broadway shows, which Broadway shows are incredible, but there's also so many incredible shows in cabaret.
With a lot of diversity and a lot of artistry. You could really see something wonderful at a lot of the clubs around town. Don't Tell Mama, Birdland, Duplex, West Bank, Pangea. What's the Triad?
A Duplex.
Yeah. There's some good stuff going around.
Absolutely. And some more good stuff is going to be the Jennifer Pace Quartet. the second Tuesday of every month, February, March, April, and May of 2020. So please be sure to come out and support the cabaret community and support this wonderful, incredible, seasoned performer.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to talk to you, really.
Oh, I had a wonderful time. The one and only Jennifer Pace right here. Yay!
Hope to see you, and thank you.